Okay, Peter, please, thank you. Team 1, scenario 2.
Okay, so the approach we took, we were kind of looking at life insurance from the perspective of the consumer, because the question that first came up was, do we look at it from the insurer's perspective, or do we look at it from the consumer's perspective? So we said we'll look at it from the consumer's perspective. We will take a health approach to actually getting into this gamification arena. And we said that the two motivations that came up. The first motivation is to stay healthy, and under that we chose mastery. And then the other one was to have some sort of cover. So for example, if you do pass away, you know, your family is safe. And that's what brought meaning to that particular motivation there. We also discussed the victory conditions under which we chose the goals and the victory points. And the goals that the points that we chose from the goals is to set and share with others, and to also have a preset amount of exercise. So we were talking about when you have a particular when you have a particular profile, that profile would have a number of activities underneath, and those activities would be driven by the data. So you have the name of, you have the personal profile here, and you have the activities that the person does on a weekly basis. So it could be cycling, running, or swimming. And you have a certain goal which you need to achieve to be able to get healthier and to actually get rewarded for continuing to improve your own health. And then under the game mechanics, we had we chose levels, scores, reward, and luck. So as the main motivators to kind of like drive the individual. So the more you actually participate in all these health-related activities, which also includes feeding, you would achieve certain levels, and then there will be scores associated with those levels, and that would lead to a reward. Social mechanics, we chose leaderboard and feedback, and we said that you should have the ability to actually make that leaderboard, so you kind of create the leaderboard yourself. So it could be among family members, it could be among friends, and they would choose either to make that leaderboard private or public. And it could be that you want it as a personal thing, so you don't want to actually join any group, but you just want to use it as an indicator to show how well you're performing in terms of staying fit and also eating healthily. And in terms of feedback, we spoke about, you know, using trends. So what do you need to do to be able to, you know, up your game, etc. So I think that's pretty much it, really.
Okay, yeah. Thank you very much, Peter. Thank you. Should we move over to the next station?
Okay. So So we thought about how we could make this game help you live a better lifestyle, which could then have a positive impact on your health insurance. But rather than just making it about the individual and them getting points for living a better lifestyle, etc., we thought, what if you lived a better, healthier lifestyle or did things to change your life, so stop smoking or exercise more, and actually that could have an impact on your friends in the game. So if you do good things in the real world, then they'll get points and escape in the game world. So there's a real good social element. So they win if you are doing better things to change your life. So there's kind of a real winning the status of the good friend or the best friend that's looking after everybody else by doing good things to change their own life. And we thought we could kind of link it to escape, so helping your friend to escape through levels of the game, and as you go through levels of the game, then you also get discounts off your life insurance as well. And we also thought about you could tie in gifting and giving gifts to your friends, and maybe actually getting discounts off of health spas and stuff to go together. And if you do things together, then that also gives you a better point or escape in the game. So that's kind of it, actually. So that's the game.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Sarah. Thank you. The cards are yours. The cards are yours. Okay. Mark.
Okay, so we started off with the cards and used those as a fantastic point of inspiration, and then framed it in a kind of a different way. And so we were looking at it. We were looking at life insurance in general and healthy lifestyle and so on. And then we started thinking about, well, what's the problem that life insurers have? And we supposed that it was people dying between the ages of 30 and 60, roughly. Because what you want is people to live for a long time, pay a lot of premiums, and then if they die towards the end, profit-wise or revenue-wise, it works. Whereas if someone's been paying premiums for 5 years and they die, then it doesn't work for the insurance company. But obviously that's the point of the product. So we used our data point, causes of death in American males between 30 and 60, leading causes of death, accidental death, heart disease, cancer, and suicide. Okay? So then we overheard these guys talking about making it collaborative and how can you help your friends, and we thought that's a great idea. How can we work with that? So then we were thinking about healthy lifestyles and the way that you can leverage community to make it more likely that people stick to the commitments they make to themselves about leading healthier lifestyles. And so, for example, with Weight Watchers, where it's a community and everyone goes along and they say, oh, this is where I am this week, and people provide support to each other, and it's not a lonely exercise. So we thought, could you do that on a platform basis? So, for example, as a group of friends, you commit to having 3 alcohol-free nights a week, or running 100 kilometers per week, or whatever it is, so you can tailor it to the group, so it's a non-lonely thing. And essentially that's it. There's no, we developed this idea further. Oh, and also, there are lots of people and places where they're already trying to encourage healthy lifestyle. So you've got things like Fitbit and so on, where you get feedback on your activity. You've got things like Tough Mudder, where you make communal competition and so on. And that this idea of this platform, as well as it being a space to just share, make commitments to each other, you can then link it in with some of the things which already exist. And the point is that it will, hopefully, it will have a positive impact on, or it will reduce early death amongst adults. Yeah? And so it will be of benefit to the life insurance industry in general. The specifics to any one provider we didn't yet get onto, and maybe you don't ever need to get to the specifics of one provider. It's just a great thing for everybody.
Thank you very much, Mark. Thank you very much. You've got the card. You've earned your card. Well done.